Hello, welcome to Sun, Moon, Star Tarot. My name is Sheena. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. These next 12 bell sounds are to align us and to bless this reading. This reading is going to be for singles only, and this is going to be why don't you have the union, or why are you so single, basically, and how to take steps towards getting that union. So first, we're going to analyze your shadow attributes, and then take a look into the cards, and then finally, we have advice for you to speed up your union here. And generally, I dislike doing soulmate/twin flame readings because I find them to be like everyone does them, you know. But I've been feeling really drawn to do one, so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to listen to my intuition, and we're going to do some. So here we are. All right. So your shadow attributes. And I have these cards. We're only going to be reading the shadow attribute, obviously. So this card is Rescuer. And the shadow attribute is assumes that the rescued will reciprocate, keeps the rescued one needy. So perhaps you are the needy one, because we do have self-indulgent here as well. For another shadow, these are shadow cards in and of themselves. So you can probably tend to indulge a little bit too much. We do have haunted, so perhaps you have emotional ties towards someone in the past, and spirit is calling you to cut them. That was also a message in my angel number 222 video. Please make sure you check out that one. But I'm going to get into your shadow attributes. First, shadow attributes. So we have doubt. So do you doubt this connection can even happen? Do you doubt that you can even find the one who will make your soul light on fire? And do you doubt that you can find a non-codependent relationship? Really analyze your belief systems, because your belief systems keep you locked in, all right? And then we do have disconnected. I mean, that makes sense, right? How can you be connected and not have doubt? And I'm getting disconnected from your higher self, and disconnected from like just what you truly want. It's like you think you want certain things, but really at the end of the day, when you really sit down and get to it, it should not be about looks. It should not be about how he treats you. It should be about his connection with his higher self, basically. Especially if you're wanting to call in a conscious relationship. When someone is connected to their higher selves and has that alignment, everything else falls into place. Doesn't matter how he looks. Doesn't matter how he walks, talks, whatever. When he is connected to his higher self, that is how you build an authentic connection. And then we do have shadow attributes. It's the child magical, and then shadow attributes: pessimism, depression, and disbelief in miracles. And we have doubt here. And this is clarifying the doubt card. So you really doubt that you can even call in this relationship, whether that be consciously or subconsciously. And it's probably both. I'm getting both, because everyone, it's always like, oh, can I really? But you're consciously, right? It's like, but you're like, yeah, I can. But subconsciously, it's like, oh, fuck no, I can't. And probably you're scared as well. Believing that energy and action are not required for growth. So yeah, it's like you possibly are passive, you know? And that's part of the issue. And then we do have Prince, using power for self-aggrandizement. I would like to check the book for this one. Okay, so it says, Shadow Prince can manifest as a young man with great feelings of entitlement, who uses his position and power purely to advance his own interests without regard for the needs of others. Look for a history of preparing for leadership in one particular realm. So perhaps it's like you're wanting this connection, but it's for your own benefit. And that looks like wanting him for sex, wanting him for money, wanting him for his companionship. Those are all, I don't want to say they're needy, but it's kind of disconnected, because you should not be looking for a relationship to fill a hole in yourself. It should be because you're wanting to spread your love, really, and to ultimately receive love. That is the goal. So like, I'm not saying cut out that part, because it's unrealistic, I feel. But you need to be honest about why you want this partnership and why this partnership will serve you, basically. And now we're going to go ahead and clarify the bottom of the decks here. All right, so on the bottom of the decks here, we do have pride and ego. We all know what that means. You're just kind of being stuck in self-recognition, and it's almost that Prince energy coming back in to where it's all about you versus, and it's all about you and your needs versus not being needy, right? And then we have the invention. So Spirit is calling you to drop this because it is really a deception to yourself fully. Like, you're not being honest with yourself about why you want this connection. And then we do have 2 of Cups and 8 of Wands with 9 of Swords. So it's you kind of getting clear, and then this connection manifesting like that. Just get clear about what you want. And if you don't know what you want, then don't go searching for a mate, because you will find something that's haphazard and not what you really want. But anyways, your cards. So we have the Moon, the Empress, beautiful. We have 6 of Pentacles, and I was talking about giving and receiving, and that's what this card is known for. And we have the 9 of Swords, and then we have the 10 of Swords. So whatever cycle that you're in, you are wrapping it up, definitely, and you are embracing this Empress energy. But right now you are in the land of the unknown, and you're kind of timid, basically. It's like you have to be really sure about what you want when you go get it. And I just have a feeling that you just don't know what you want. You only think that you know what you want. And if Spirit were to give you, I don't want to see your connection, because you can't manifest the connection that you really want when you're not at a place to receive it. So basically, if you were to call on someone, it would be completely wrong for you. And so we have understanding. And you're coming, hopefully, by watching this video, you're coming to the understanding that you have to be really clear about what you want. And you should want someone who is aligned with their higher selves. And if you're like, what the hell does that mean? Then that means you are not aligned with your higher self, and that means you should get aligned with your higher self. And we do have Winter. Yeah, so you're not good at giving or receiving, probably receiving. So you can't expect that to come into your life. You're not, I don't want to say well-versed, but you're not used to it. So you have to get used to you have to get used to that reciprocal energy, basically. And we do have Spring, so you are being revitalized. Beautiful. And then we do have Mute. So you see how the energies are so it's like these go together, and then these 2 cards go together. You know, not necessarily up top, but definitely on bottom. So it's like, I don't want to say you're disconnected. That card did come out, but there's just a disconnect, whether that be from yourself, your higher self, from reality, from what you truly want. There just is a disconnection. And it's causing part of because we all have needs. I'm not saying banish your needs, because that's impossible, especially because we're human. But it's just you're not having open dialogue about what's really going on, basically. Especially with your subconscious. The Moon kind of embodies the subconscious as well as the High Priestess. So it's like, are you being true to what your subconscious wants? Are you being true to your subconscious desires, basically? And I feel like you will kind of get on track and get with the program here, as my mom would say. And you will eventually realize what you want and realize that you are full, beautiful, whatever. But I don't want to say it's going to take a period of time, because you can manifest anything into your life like that. It doesn't matter. Just you having to have the willingness and understanding, basically. Perhaps clearing out your shadow. So if you want a shadow reading, I do offer shadow readings, and I do offer twin flame reading as well, so we can go over what is blocking you. If you're interested in that, leave a comment down below, and I can direct you to my website where you can purchase the reading, or to my Instagram. But anyways, now we're going to do messages from your future lover. And I like this because it's you can kind of see how these energies resonate, you know? Messages from your future lover. Messages from my future lover. And messages from my future lover. I have a feeling this is gonna fly. This deck always flies. I said something's gonna fly out. We have 2 cards coming out. 2 more flew out. Okay. We have my heart is telling me just do it. So perhaps you know this person, or perhaps this is even your heart saying just I don't want to say fix yourself, but just get with the program. Get honest about what you really desire. You have to be honest. And it doesn't matter if it sounds crazy. It doesn't matter if you say, I want him to have a big, you know what. Get clear about what you want, all right? And then realize that what you really want is someone who is connected with their higher selves, because that means they can be open to you and also a structure for you, especially if you are a divine feminine. I feel like divine feminines have a more of a challenge calling in what they want, because it's like they have these ideas that certain things shouldn't be what a man does for you. Like certain, like, men should not be the structure. Men are supposed to be the structure. They are supposed to be the stability. They're supposed to be the root chakra. The root chakra, or like their embodiment is the root chakra, right? The root chakra is all about balance, all about stability, all about security. This is what a man should provide you with. And then we have Swadhisthana, which talks about female sexuality, right? But right now, you're needing to focus on the masculine sexuality, obviously, because that's what you're calling in. I'm sorry I couldn't do right by you, so perhaps you have been burned in the past, and that's what's causing the emotional ties. But we do have you inspire me. I feel damaged, like I just can't do this. That's why you are not calling anyone in, because that's the energy that is in your field right now, and it needs to be cleared. It's 100% doable. No one is a hopeless cause. No one is a hopeless cause, I should say. And we do have, I am finally feeling the consequences of my actions. You might be, I feel like you are really connected to a past lover, and that's what's hindering you. If you want to call this person back into your life, you still have to cut the energetic cord and really find yourself before you can find that person. Whether that be someone who's new or old, doesn't matter. And then I need more time to figure things out. Makes sense, because I don't want to say you're not in a place right now, but it's more so you need time to figure shit out, basically. Right? And then we do have the fates. So this connection is fated. Don't worry about that. And do we have loyal heart? You may be a Leo or have Leo prominent in your chart. Leos are all about loyalty. So just keep that in mind. So, advice on how to speed up your union. We have change. That's my whole spiel. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. It is time for you to move past something. This moon cycle here, I know you see, kind of caught my attention. So it's like you're in a cycle, and it's time for you to like not break the cycle, but just move with the cyclic nature of things. Move into the cyclic nature of the divine feminine, even. And then we have patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Service. I feel good when I can help others. So right now, perhaps you're needing to find your purpose before you can find your soulmate. And then we have discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. So if you have trouble following through, that's going to be an issue in your relationship. So it's good to fix. I don't want to say fix because no one's broken. But it's good to get like the shadow attributes out. So because when you manifest a union, all that shit's gonna just bubble up inside of your union. And if you want something to be peaceful, harmonious, long lasting, then you need to do the inner work beforehand. Because that makes no sense. Then we have new life. So you are calling in a new life here. Then we have serendipity. Things happen in a synchronistic way. Happening in a synchronistic way, I should say, more accurately. Peace. Beautiful. So you need cultivate some inner peace. Cultivate the need to not. I know it's so trite. Everyone's like, you have to not need him to get them, but it's true. You have to not need something to get it, basically. You have to be willing to, like, I don't want to say suffer, but be willing to just be alone. If you've been alone for a long time, that means you have not learned the lessons that you have need to learn, because you can go out tomorrow and find your soulmate as long as you've done the work. Soulmate, twin flame, whatever you want to use. And then we have orphaned. So you have abandonment issues. You gotta fix that. Trust issues. You gotta fix that. It all needs to be fixed before you can call in someone who is there to help you serve your higher purpose, basically. So thank you so much for watching this reading. If it resonated, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you're interested in purchasing a private reading, know that I do offer them. Please check out my website and also my Instagram at Spiritually Gina, and my website is thesunmoonstartarot.com, and I will see you again soon. And know that everything is linked in the description box below as well. So yes, I hope you found this video to be of value to you, and I hope you have a beautiful day as well. Namaste.